The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Kickoff for Philadelphia.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Rodgers pass.
A big play there. 75 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, 46 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Working from the gun, Rodgers. They'll drop this underneath for Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
And again, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Here's Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the Eagles' 16-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Down and goal.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun, Rodgers. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Packers are on.
7.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Wentz now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken around the 12. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Rodgers on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
On play action, Rodgers. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 49 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Rodgers to throw on third down, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And Crosby puts it through, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
4 at the 36-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 81. That's it.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
10-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught, Watkins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
The kick is...
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Rodgers now operating from the gun. Steps away to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Lets it go for Nelson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Wentz now on first down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 75 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Caught by Nelson left side. 30. The 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
J.J. Nelson.
J.J. Nelson. 75 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee.
7, Packers 6.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Sanders first carry of the game. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Flush to his right. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Gain of 25 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
In comes
J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
the Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. On the option, this is Wentz. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
3rd and 13.
On play action, Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's so much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Play action. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Nelson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal.
That one goes for 24 yards. And again, it's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. On the move to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. J.J. Nelson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
31's the mark. It's going to be a long...
From the gun, it's Wentz. That is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Check the hot read. Check 37. Check 37. Jumper.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
4th down.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a 1st down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Come on, D. Check. Out for Dre 57. No. Off. Here, sit. Low. Back.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off with great anticipation.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Rodgers. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his right. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
For the field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through.
Good.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.